Hello and welcome to DV Magazine's first look at Cubase 6. We've got Andrew from Steinberg with us, and the software is only just launched today at the NAMM 2011 show. So over the course of these next videos we'll be looking at the basic features and overall look at what you can do, what you can achieve, and some of the more complex ideas. Okay, so the first thing to ask is, of course, for the first time Cubase user who's not come across the software before, what's it capable of, and also who would be most likely to use it?
Okay, very good question, because Cubase is a very capable program to start with, but it encompasses so many different features and so many, I guess, different features for different applications and different users. So to start with, it sounds good. So Cubase 6, as Cubase 5 was, is based on our award-winning 32-bit audio engine. So you can be guaranteed, I guess, that buying Cubase will also be, you will also be buying one of the best sounding DAWs on the market.
Sure.
So it sounds good. Another important thing is how well or how easy is it to use. A good question is what kind of musicians or what kind of people would be looking for Cubase. So to start with, we've got, I guess the obvious one is musicians and producers. So there's a whole lot of tool sets in there that apply specifically to that. And then we've got composers, notators, arrangers. We've also got, beat production, so guys that are focused primarily on just creating beats and then moving on to other aspects of music creation. So beat creation, beat producers, and then of course Cubase, I guess, covers a whole lot of different music genres, so it's quite encompassing.
So one of the things that we've noticed is that Cubase 6 also has a companion in Cubase Artist 6, which is a new product name. Both of them are shipping next week, but we'd just kind of like to clarify what the differences are between the two.
Okay, so that's correct. In the past, there was Cubase Studio and Cubase the full version, so for 5. So for 6, we wanted to make a clear difference for users in terms of, I guess, a feature list, because not everyone is going to require the full features in terms of, say, scoring features or the audio warp feature or even beat detection. So if you're a singer-songwriter and you're at home recording, there's only going to be a specific tool set that you're going to require. So we wanted to provide a full version for those home users and artists and people like that who are writing recording, and then a full version for people, say, like film scorers who are actually creating a whole massive, I guess, score for music to picture. So I guess the main difference is if you're recording at home, if you're writing music at home, and I guess even in the studio, but basically all you're doing is writing music, creating it, bouncing it down, then Cubase Artist has a complete tool set for you. If you're using the product professionally in a studio and you require things like extensive routing options, inputs, outputs, all of these sort of features, then the full version of Cubase is obviously a very, very good choice and a strong choice.
I assume though, I guess for the artist or the musician who has decided they want more, that they can go from their Cubase Artist 6 and they can upgrade to the full version down the line. Of course, yeah. At Steinberg, we definitely believe in a family tree, and of course, new users progress to proficient and complete users. So I guess for quite some time now, we've offered a very good update scheme. So you can work your way through the different versions as you see fit. So for those users who have already got Cubase, whether it be 5, 4, or any of the previous versions, I guess the big question is how things have changed. You can upgrade directly to 6 from any of those versions for a nominal fee. So from that point of view, why would I? What's new? What's changed? What's brand new about Cubase 6? Okay, so very quickly, and it's hard to do this quickly because there are so many new features, as there always are in a new software release. But I'd say the key features are new drum editing tools. So the drum editing tools allow us to record drums and quantize live drums very quickly. Things like beat detection. Beat detection now enables us to have a look at say a live recording that doesn't have a click track in it, sure. And then we can go apply a feature in Cubase which will instantly analyze it and apply tempo hit points. So if you're on tour and you're recording, say, 2, 3, 4 nights of the tour, you can instantly analyze it and you can say, right, I want the first half of that song and I'm going to put it with the second half of that song, go on and then work on it in the studio. Group editing. So group editing is important because it allows us to actually record a multiple of takes and then go through and comp them very, very easily. New sounds. So if you're a guitarist, you're going to be very, very happy because there's a new VST amp rack in there with a vast array of different guitar sounds.
Very, very cool new feature. Another thing is Hellion Sonic SE. So Hellion Sonic has been developed basically in combination between ourselves and our parent company, our big brothers, Yamaha, who obviously have access to some pretty cool content. So there's over 900 new sounds in there. And down to things like workflow, so quick controls, enabling me to map Cubase to my computer, Cubase to my keyboard or to my workstation at home, with just very quick learning features. If you're a Mac user, you're going to be pretty happy because we're now in 64-bit, giving you more access to RAM. And also, if you're looking for that little bit extra in terms of tuition or learning how to use Cubase, there's over 2 hours of video tutorials. So HD video tutorials, which cover everything from plugging in the device, installing it, right through to advanced recording and mixing and production techniques.
And it looks as though from the spec sheet that things have changed quite a lot for the composer and the arranger as well.
Absolutely, yep, there's it's a very good point. There's new VST expression. So it's a new tool set for actually working with say string samples and instruments and allowing us to combine a whole lot of articulations into one specific map. So rather than actually having to go and find different keyboard sounds just using a pen or a keyboard mouse, we can very quickly switch between different types of articulation and expression. And one other thing, which I should also mention, is Cubase just looks a little bit sexier now. I mean, it's always been sexy, but now it looks extremely sexy. So I guess eye candy. There's a lot of new eye candy in there.
I'm going to be taking a look at various features now. If you scroll down underneath this video, you'll see 5 or 6 others, which will take you through individual features, kind of one by one. So thanks very much, and I'll see you just down there. Cheers.
Down there?
Down there. That's nice.